Opened in 2001, it lies on the same site and retains the name of the city's beloved former stadium. We're here at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between the Baltimore Ravens and the Denver Broncos. Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Denver. Marvin Mims now to return it. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he gets him into a good spot, just a yard or two shy of the 40-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. The designed run, Jackson keeping it. Sent out of bounds after a pickup of 6. 2nd and 4 coming up.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. Lamar now from the gun. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after. Quarterback of his renown, kid, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Short pass brought in. He's got it in the red zone. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Tez Walker touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for Brock as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Opening play, and Bo will throw. It's complete to Gesicki outright. And he's brought down at the line.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
3rd down and 9.
To the air on 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So no initial clapback, at least not immediately. Gonna have to play from a deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And your hope here offensively is that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking 2 scores down to start this one out.
They're going for it. It's Nix. That's cut beyond the marker. just on the other side of midfield.
A gain of 15 yards.
Well, just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So it's 2nd down coming up. Throwing again. Here's Nix. That's incomplete left side.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. Gets it downfield, on target to Sutton. And he's taken down at the 30. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. Offense sure is marching to begin this game. Here's a 1st down from the 30. Once more, it's Nix. They're trying to set the screen. Dobbins. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Nix to throw again. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They'll throw again. Nix. Oh, defender there to knock it away, and he's able to do just that. 4th down coming up.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Here we go on 4th, Nix. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced. Brock had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. From the gun, it's Robinson. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Walker hauls it in. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore 1st. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens pull out in front further, 13-zip. It's a Taz Walker touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. If you're out, check. Secure the catch, quickly become a runner, check. And finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
And he's in for the score. That's 2 points, and their lead grows to 15. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. This return starts at the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10.
Captain, ready! Olay! Bombers!
It's Nix out of the pistol. Brought in downfield by Gesicki. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Dobbins gets it off the option. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Back to the line they come, second down. Nix from the gun. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And they get stuffed. He is knocked backwards on the play. That makes it fourth down. Timeout called on the field, so we've got a player shaken up, and at the worst time, too. They just wanted to keep everyone healthy entering the playoffs next week. Going for it on fourth, Nix. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. So 21 yards and the first. What a call to go for it there on fourth.
At the 40-yard line.
Captain. Olay.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Fits it through the middle. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone.
That's another Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. It's a 15-0 ball game. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Time for our second quarter. Let's see if the Broncos can capitalize in the red zone.
Ready. Olay.
Nix with it on first. Brought in by his back, Dobbins. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. They'll have first and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
First down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Throwing here, Nix. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Again, it's Dobbins. And this is headed the wrong way. He's closed in on for a loss. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Broncos start to fight back with their first points of this game. It's a bold
talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good creative quarterback, one that can extend a play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
So the offense out there, and the Broncos making the call to go for two here.
The Broncos will line up for the two-point conversion.
Nick's going to try and throw for it. And he'll get in. The two-point try successful. Now they trail by 7.
Quarterback's best friend, big targets in the red zone. Not many guys can match up and defend someone like him, and no surprise, they went right to him for the conversion.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Chooses to bring this one out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him.
On the return, the Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Run drawn up here for Lamar. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down. Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38. First down, here's Lamar. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they face second down. Throwing again is Lamar. Throw right side, and Dobbs has it. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, they didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
This one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down. Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. First down throw for Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Okay, this defense finally said enough, ripped up that script. They have seen him be way too productive. Time to start fighting him for every single throw.
Lamar throwing again. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. And the Broncos get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10.
Captain. Joe.
Nick's looking to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And this one does not go far.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Nix. He slides down with enough to pick up that first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Kill.
Knicks now on 1st and 10. Finds a seam down the middle. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
Almost set. Ready. Olay, olay, olay. Captain, 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 captain.
Out of the gun, it's Knicks. Gets it downfield, on target to Sutton. We have a timeout now for somebody shaken up on the previous play, and as they work on him, his teammates hoping this doesn't keep him out of the postseason. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45.
Almost set. Ready.
Knicks now to throw. They're trying to set the screen. Dobbins. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Ravens' 44-yard line.
It'll be 2nd down and 9, but not just yet. Only a couple of minutes to go in our 1st half. More from Mile High in just a moment. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Almost set. Olay, olay, olay. Ready. Bombers, bombers, bombers. Joe, Joe, Joe. Olay, olay, olay. Olay, olay, olay.
Throwing again. Here's Knicks. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far. Well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Ready.
3rd down run by Dobbins. And they only get a couple when they needed. Man, they needed a good bit more, Brock. That's going to make it 4th down. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock's still running.
Captain, 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 captain.
4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Knicks has him on the quick hitter. And I don't think he got to the marker. Looked a little short, and yep, indeed, he's marked short. This is a turnover on downs. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. Who's going to throw? Man downfield, he's got it. That's Dobbs. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Romeo Dobbs touchdown. So before we get an attempt, there's contact up front. Will it make this field goal easier or harder? Pretty good lead in hand already. They're still just taking the extra point from the 10. That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? And he sent it through.
Ravens 22, Broncos 8.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away.
Kickoff for Baltimore.
Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Almost set. Olay, ready. Bombers, bombers, bombers. Joe, Joe, Joe.
On 1st down, it's Knicks. Has it downfield, working the left. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yep, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20.
Hey, Sean, let's go. Ready. Olay, olay, olay. Olay, olay, olay.
To throw, here's Knicks. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be run out of bounds. A nice game, but this is why you don't want to be playing for behind the sticks, right? It is still 2nd down coming up.
And brings up 2nd down at the 32-yard line.
Ready. Olay, olay, olay. Olay, olay, olay.
Knicks from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
It's a gain of
They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 now from the 46.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A gift to Dobbins out of the shotgun. Like the turnaround these last two plays, huh? Nice gain on one, and now they get him behind the line. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. Shotgun snap to Nix. Completed over the middle. And that will not be enough for a first down. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock still running.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Captain.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. He's got Gesicki complete. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Oh, my son! Hey, motion, ready! Bombers.
They're going to throw out of the gun. Rolling left, buying some time. Throw left side, and Gesicki has it. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Oh, my son! Ready! Kill! Captain!
From the red zone on 1st. Makes the catch. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. And there's the timeout from the offense. Just 4 seconds left to go. And that play, that should help them get some points here going into the half. Throwing here just before halftime. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
Bates' kick is up and good. And that gets him back to within 11. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Has this at the 6. He lost the football. Oh, fortunate stuff there. Looks like another one of the members of the return team was able to get it, so a friendly bounce. They'll retain possession.
Awareness. So critical in so many phases of the game. And in this phase, in the special teams phase, it's not just hitting blocks and clearing the lane, but in this case, recognizing the fumble and most importantly, keeping that possession. Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time, start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23. Here's Nix to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Kill! Ball 11.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. This slide puts a bow on this play after a gain of about 6.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But Annette's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
There's the fake. Here's Nix. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Ravens' 32-yard line.
Joe.
Harvey once more. Running down the left side. And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big game, it takes the whole group, all 10 of them around him have to do their job. Got to block up front, receivers got to block on the perimeter. They all get it done, and a big chunk run follows.
Nick's going to try and throw for it. And they get the 2-point conversion. Nice catch in the end zone there. They're back within a field goal now.
Broncos 19.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. On the return, here's Mims. They get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 17.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. The left side is nabbed by Bateman. The 40. Into the red zone. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens make it a 9-point advantage. Luke tacks on the extra point. And the Ravens make it a 10-point ball game.
Ravens 29, Broncos 19. Tyler Luke.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Return starts at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. He's got it over the middle. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. Good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. That's completed right side. He's still going at the 30. Keeps it moving. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
Broncos 26.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. On the return, here's Mims. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. This gets out to the 30.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Lamar now from the gun. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. From the gun, Jackson. On the move, headed right. Right side and into the hands of Bateman. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone.
A gain of 33 yards on the play. First down, Ravens.
From the red zone now. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Offense in a hurry up here.
That's another Baltimore first down.
Here's Robinson. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Ravens make it a 9-point advantage. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Dan Quinn never afraid to take a risk. His guys going for 2. Jackson throwing for it. Escapes the pocket. Man, this is so tough. You're near the goal line. Not a lot of space for your receivers to work. The quarterback, got to have the agency to tuck it and run if need be, but sometimes not a lot of space to do that either.
Got to have the agency and got to have the urgency. The problem, Kate, is the defense right there was playing chess, and you're playing checkers, and that's no place you want to be on offense.
And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10.
Olay. Ready. My name is Joe. Captain.
Now Nix. Brought in downfield by Gesicki. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. That one hits for 30. And it's going to be first down Denver.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. And what a difference it can make for an offense.
And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Punch left.
Nix from the gun. Puts everything he has under this one. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos shrinking the lead some in the third.
How the fuck we keep getting bumped by this slow ass nigga, bro? Man, that's Nate Wiggins, nigga. And plus, I'm not even trying. Let me focus up.
Nix leading the Broncos to the line for this 2-point try.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. This one will be intercepted. And he'll be taken down on the edge of his own end zone at the 2.
You know, sometimes it just feels like the opposing coaches are sitting right inside their skull. They read the call and were set up perfectly to counter.
Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. On the return, here's Mims. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And downfield, he's got it. That's Dobbs. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. One play in blocking this drive is already in enemy territory. First down, here's Lamar. This is Cox, that's Walker. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. They get 35 out of that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. Working inside the red zone. Chased out to his right. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Here's the backup. First throw. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. And the Broncos get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
Lance's pass. Intercepted. The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap to Nix. Short pass brought in. And he's halted after about a 6-yard pickup. And stop made at the 36.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Massive hit. The ball is out. The Ravens pick it up. That return actually went backward a little bit, but I imagine, Brock, they'll be happy enough just taking possession.
You know, we could go down on that field and ask any player about the first lessons they learned in the game of football, and almost every one of them, Kate's going to say the same thing. Ball security. I bet he could even hear his old high school coach's voice in his ears right now, telling him next
And he's
time.
across for the touchdown, and that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call.
Trey Lance! Oh!
His guys going for two.
Niggas didn't think I was gonna use my boy.
And this drive with a
What?
design run.
Why his body?
Almost there, but no, they stop him at the last moment. He's going to be just inches shy of that two-point conversion.
Now I can talk my shit real quick, man. Hey, man, hey, y'all don't diss my boy Lance again, bro. And also, who voted against me?
All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Who voted against me? Y'all some weirdos.
All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got first and 10.
Y'all don't vote against the champ. Is this Brantford? Okay, I see why I was betting that. That's Brantford right there, bet. Well, I'm gonna fix that.
Bombers.
Hey, bro, you play Mutt?
Throwing here, Nix.
Are you the for real?
Completed over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the
Okay, I can say because the play, I'm like, okay,
nice gain there.
he
Gain
probably
10,
played
first down.
somewhat Mutt or something like
I know
that.
the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine.
Bro, I
because
play
there's
Mutt
nobody
heavy,
defending you,
like
nobody
really
wants to hit
heavy.
you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the
Hello?
catch.
On first down, it's Nix. And to set up the screen here, it's Harvey. He gets it forward a little to his 46. Malachi Starks read that nicely. He makes the stop. Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's Broncos football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the fourth. Five still to go here. This is second down. It's Harvey straight ahead. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
For a Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Nix. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Again on second and 10, Nix. This play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it.
13 yards.
That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
First down.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. But you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
Throwing on first down, Nix. Throw caught at the 6. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos have cut it to a 3-point game here in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. On the return, here's Mims. And he's going to head out of bounds on the return.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. His charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Here's Lance. Finds his back. It's Robinson. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. A gain of 18 on the
Here's Lance now.
first down, Ravens.
Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. So they'll head up here first and 10 from the 34. To the air, Lance. Throwing deep towards the end zone. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, Lance. Taking a shot towards the end zone. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
Well, I think the defensive coaches in coverage, breathing a sigh of relief. There was space right there. If that throw came 1 second earlier, that was going to be 6.
Third down give to Robinson. And he hits a wall, stops at a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down.
He's tackled it. .32-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. This one's set up for Lamar. Here he goes again. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens push this to an 8-point game. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown.
The Ravens will line up.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails. All right, so for the time being, we stay in a 1-possession game, Brock, but they were trying to make it a 2-score game with that 2-point conversion.
Could feel it. A killer mentality on that sideline. They wanted to put this game away. If they're getting that aggressive right there, no doubt. This defense wants to play with the same aggression. Buckle up, offense. Pressure's coming. They're going to want to force this one and this offense into a mistake and seal this game now.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10.
Away. Hold on, son. Ready. To the right, yes. Away.
of the gun, it's Nix. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up. So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. Second down. Here's Nix again. Finds him over the middle. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet. This is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards. And a defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
He'll throw it. Dumped off to his running back. And this is going to be short. Quick stop by the defense to bring up 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Ready. My name is...
Desperation time here on 4th. He finds it beyond the marker. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. How about 19 yards on 4th down, partner? And the call to go for it pays off.
Hold on, son. Ready. My name is... Olay.
They'll throw again. Nix. Jump off, caught by his back. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 41-yard line.
Nix to throw again. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Trying to find his tight end. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Shotgun handoff to Harvey. Flies past the first, inside the 30. And he's going to have this all the way down to the 4.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from the score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal. At the 2-yard line.
Nix from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd down.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Broncos, 8 points behind. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal.
Hold on, son. Ready. My name is...
Back to throw it. Forced out to his right. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Ravens make the play that should win them this game.
Well, they're in danger of going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, well, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
And he's out of bounds just short of the 15. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They're going to pass it here. Throw right side is caught by Robinson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Hits him on the out route. Space past the 35. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's 1st down.
1st down, Baltimore.
Escapes the pocket. And Jackson slides in safely after picking up enough of that 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
And a Raven 1st down.
And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, you've got to find a way to win.
He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, it hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Now he looks middle, throwing deep. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they've made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. Looking to throw. Flushed out now to his left. This one just thrown away. So an anticlimactic ending to this football game. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. Well, Brock, the playoffs didn't materialize for him this year, but at least they were able to rally together here in this final week and close the campaign out with a victory.
Yeah, you know, once those playoffs are out of the picture, your focus really becomes building some hope for next season, ending things on a good note and getting people excited about your tape and what's to come in the future. And in this win, we certainly saw some of those moments and make me excited to see them chase the playoffs next season.
So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.